Hey guys, my name is Russ and I drive my 2024 Subaru Forester Sport, and in this video I want to share with you some of the tips that I picked up while driving this car over the last 18 months, so here we go. The first one has to do with the blind spot monitoring. Basically, this is a sport, and here in North America at least, it comes with the blind spot monitoring system as standard. Basically, the pro tip I have for you is, especially if you just start driving this car and you're not aware of how the blind spot monitoring works, is to become very familiar with the system, because in my opinion the system is great but has one huge flaw, is the fact that when it's just a car sitting in your blind spot, this amber light is going to turn solid. But then when you are, let's say, driving fast and about to merge into a highway, the car is flying behind you, the system is going to warn you about a car in your blind spot that's merging fast, or approaching fast rather, is gonna indicate it by giving you fast burst of basically orange amber blinks. And that could be confusing if you do a simple glance over, because you are indicating a left turn, for example. This far end is blinking orange, this end is blinking orange, they're both blinking orange. So please, the pro tip for you guys is to be aware of the system and don't just assume that, oh yeah, I'm indicating a left turn here, and the corner of your eyes, you might see that this light is turning orange, blinking orange in fact, and you're gonna think, oh yeah, that's just there because I'm indicating a left turn. No, that means the car is fast approaching behind you, and you have to be aware. I wish Subaru made this a different color, say red, like they have in Mercedes. I mean, should be a simple fix, but they went with orange, which is annoying, at least to me, because then it's confusing, especially when I just started driving this car. A few times I would indicate a left turn, see nothing here, have that light blink fast, and in my mind for a second there, I'm like, is it just there because I'm indicating a left turn, or something's there because there's a car? So understand the system, understand how it works, understand and be aware that it's okay for the system to blink here and here sometimes at the same time. That just means that there's a car there and it's not safe to go. So understand the system and use it wisely. That's the first pro tip. The second tip has to do with, it's an easy one, sunroof. So basically this car comes with not just the sunroof, panoramic moonroof. How about that? So this car comes with standard with panoramic moonroof, I believe, in every trim from premium and up. Unfortunately, on the base, you do not get a sunroof or moonroof. But the key here is that when you open it up, and it's raining right now, so I'm not going to do it. When you press this button and let it go, it's going to open up about 80%, which is still a lot. But then here's the trick. Press it just once more, and it's going to give you about this much more air into the cabin, and then this whole car turns into a Popemobile, and it's kind of fun. And in the summer we definitely used it, and the baby in the back, my daughter, she loved it. So yeah, it was really fun. That's the second pro tip. And the third tip, oh, it's 2 for 1. Don't get me started on this one. Oh my god, how many reviews I've seen where these professional reviews with millions of subscribers would say that, oh yeah, the back seats of the Subaru Forester, you have a lot of space, they're comfortable, but unfortunately they don't recline. And I'm like, what the hell? Come on, they do recline. It's just not the most apparent spot, I get it. But basically there's a little tab, you have to find it. It's right there if you know where to look. You pull it, and the seats do recline, and then the ride is way more comfortable, obviously, and you could recline them easily. And then you just pull it again, pull the tab, and it goes right back to the standard setting. So basically, yes, the back seats of the Subaru Forester do recline, and shame on you if you missed it. I'm talking about car reviewers. And I got a lot of comments from the people, regular folks who had this car for years and they never knew. So yeah, that actually brings a smile to my face. I'm glad that I was able to help and show you how simple it is to recline the seats in the back of your Subaru Forester. So feel free to use it and be more comfortable on long journeys. So that's the third tip, but it's 2 for 1. So while we're in the back here, I also want to tell you about the hidden step. It's there for a reason, and it's kind of like rubberized here. You could just, it's designed basically for you to step on it and then climb up to the roof. And yeah, thanks Subaru for doing that here. Another pro tip I have for you guys is to open up the hood once in a while. It's very easy to do this. Basically pull over and save spot. There's a picture of a car right there. You just pull a little tab there, and then basically the hood opens up. There's a prop, you put it on there, and you could check what's going on under the hood. And here's why it's useful. Well, first of all, Subaru Forester's own manual says you should check your coolant level every time you do a gas fill up, which to me seems excessive, obviously, but yeah, that's what the manual says. I check my coolant level maybe once a month or so, but not every time I fill up with gas, which is a lot because I do a lot of city driving, and MPG in my city driving here in Brooklyn, around 15 MPG, but that's another story. But the point why I want you to check your under the hood once in a while, I don't know where you live, but here in Brooklyn, um, I keep finding rat poop and mouse poop under the hood of the car, which is very alarming, obviously. But then most of my friends have the same issue because here we are, live in Brooklyn, lots of rats on the streets. You see them, and at nighttime they want to hide somewhere where it's warm and chew on those wires. But basically, that's what I'm checking for. Number one, I want to keep the engine bay and this whole area clean, and I put on my gloves and clean up all the poop so it doesn't attract more rats. I don't know if it attracts more rats, but that's what I feel like it might be doing, so I'm cleaning up that mess. And then I'm also visually at least checking to see if there's any obvious wire damage. And first time I noticed it, I went to the dealer and they looked at it and they said that they didn't find anything, which was a good sign. But yeah, recently I opened up the hood and I found more rat poop, and it was like right on the battery, and the other time it was just like right across the Subaru logo, and yeah, can't make it up. So basically, open up the hood once in a while just to check that all the things appear in the right places. Check your coolant level, check for rat poop if there's a problem for that in your area. But yeah, that's my recommendation. So another tip I want to share with you has to do with the trim. Make sure you choose the right trim when you're looking to buy the Subaru Forester. This is the sport trim. I'm sitting in the sport trim. It's the third one from the bottom. It went like base, premium, sport, limited, and touring. Touring is the big boss with all the features and leather seats. And this is the third one from the bottom. The main reason why I went for the sport, I preferred the way it looks over the premium. I like the orange accents. I like the orange interior. All of that spoke to me. And also mainly, I like the fact that it came with blind spot monitoring as standard. But the main regret that I have and suggestion I have for you is to try to predict if you're gonna need higher trim and the features of the higher trim. For example, my wife and I, we drive this car and it sucks that we don't have memory seats. You set up the seat just perfect, and then your wife gets in and she messes with the seat, and then I get in, I mess with her settings, and it could have been easily fixed with memory seats, which they do have if you jump to the limited or the touring trim, but we didn't. And in some markets, I've seen Subaru Foresters with same color as mine, orange accents, everything. Subaru Forester Sport with memory seats. Not in North America though, not even as an optional package. So yeah, that's the thing that I wish I had. But for that, I would have to go into the next trim level. We would have been the limited trim, and that would be pricey, but still, major regret. Another regret I have is the fact that even staying in the sport trim, I did not go for the optional package 24, and I wish I did because it would have given us updated premium sound system, which not that big of a deal, but still makes you wonder how much better this car would have sounded. And also, it would have given you the updated, I believe, 8-inch or 10-inch screen. I forgot the number, but this is 6.5. This is smaller than my Pro Max, so yeah, gives you an idea. Kind of dates the car. So we'll give you the bigger screen here, the updated audio system, and the most important thing, it would have given you the power lift gate. And maybe it's not important to you, and that's what I thought. It's not important for us, but every time I have to slam the gate, or my wife had to slam the gate, we always think, how much more sophisticated it could have been, the whole experience, if you just press the button, it closes nicely. And that's our regret that we didn't go for this. And limited package would have been pricey, but going for that optional package 24 could have been like $30-50 a month more, and we did not go for that, and it's a regret. And I even googled how to retrofit the power liftgate button to the car. Does Subaru do this? No, they don't. And yeah, so I'm stuck with this and doesn't have that option, and I need it so much. So don't be in the same boat. Be smart and try to predict what you need, and don't be cheap. If you need it, get it. Trust me, you don't want to have regrets when driving your favorite car. And finally, as a bonus, I want to share one more tip with you, and it has to do with my Subaru app. When I got this car, I was offered a deal, $99 for 3 years. I went for it, and this is the time where I spent the money well and have zero regrets because it's so useful, because I use this app every single time. In Brooklyn, you park on different streets every time, so you forget where you parked. Boom, open up the app, locates the car for you. But the main reason why I use this app is to warm up the car or cool down the car. In the summer, obviously, you use it to cool it down. In the winter, you use it to warm it up. And it's crucial because you can keep the car running for 5 to 10 minutes. I always choose 10 minutes. Then you get to the car is already warmed up, the engine has been running. The car shows about 150 degrees Fahrenheit, around 200 is the optimal oil temperature. So what it does for me is basically not only makes the interior the way I want to make it, but also when I start driving, the car doesn't do the usual CVT jerky behavior that it does sometimes on my car, at least. When you run it cold and you just wake it up and you start driving, it starts being jerky and pushes you forward sometimes. And it's all avoidable when you just run it for 10 minutes before you get into it, and then you just go, and the CVT is smooth, the CVT sounds normal, and all is well, and you are either cool, because in the summer the car can get, as you know, very hot. So when you keep it cool, cool it for you before you get in, then you get in and it's just a whole different experience. Same thing in the winter, and we just had a winter, and I use it every time. And you get in, it's just perfect. It takes about, by the way, 4 to 5 minutes to fully heat it up in the winter time. So yeah, that's basically very nice. When you arrive with your family, you're already freezing because you've been outside, and then you get in and it's like super warm on the inside. So yeah, that's my pro tip. Get this app, get the subscription. It's worth it. Trust me, guys. Oh, and also sometimes I would just walk away from the car and you're thinking about your, million things, and you forget, did I lock the car? Did I not lock the car? Open up the app, click lock, and then you could be home, and then boom, it just says successfully send a request to lock the car. And then that's it. Peace of mind. You don't have to run to the car and to check it. So yeah, these are my pro tips for you. Hopefully you found them useful. Feel free to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Take care, guys.